magkakaroon ng masamang epekto yung Dengvaxia.
But I am very, very, very sorry.
Time to know the news of the week. I'm Ria Fernandez. This is the MB Rundown. Sectoral groups are holding several rallies in various parts of Manila today for the 46th anniversary of Marcos era martial law. Progressive leaders stress that the event is not only aimed at commemorating the dark phase of our history, but also to remind the young generation that it must not happen again. To culminate the whole-day activity, protesters will converge at the Rizal Monument in Rizal Park at 4 p.m. Some roads are currently closed since 6 a.m. Prior to this, rallies and cops agreed on guidelines for a peaceful demonstration. It can be recalled that former President Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law on September 21, 1972. A Bulacan court found former Army official Jovito Palparan guilty on Monday for kidnapping and serious illegal detention of UP students Sherlyn Cadapan and Karen Empeño 12 years ago. Palparan got a life sentence at the New Bilibid prison along with fellow soldiers Lieutenant Colonel Felipe Anotado and Sergeant Edgardo Osorio. However, his co-accused Sergeant Rizal Hilario remains at large. Cadapan and Empeño were abducted while in a community immersion at the province of Bulacan on June 24, 2006. Farmer and eyewitness Ramon Manalo testified that he saw military men torturing and sexually molesting the victims, who were aged 22 and 29 at the time of the incident. Palparan was tagged as the butcher known for his deadly campaigns against the alleged communist rebels during the Arroyo administration. The assessed damage in crops and livestock due to Typhoon Ompong amounted to around 14 billion pesos. This was according to Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol's report to President Duterte. Ompong affected about 550,000 hectares of agricultural areas, losing an estimated 700,000 metric tons of rice. The Cordillera region had the highest overall damages, particularly in rice, corn, and other high-value crops and livestock. Meanwhile, search and rescue operations in a mining site in Itogon, Benguet continue following a massive landslide at the height of Ompong. North and South Korean leaders met again this week tackling the end of war. Here's Hannah Tabios.
Korean leaders Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in have agreed on a way to achieve total denuclearization on their third summit in Pyongyang, North Korea on Tuesday. South Korean President Moon Jae-in said that Mr. Kim agreed to permanently close the Tongchari missile engine test site and missile launch facility. He also added that the North Korean leader agreed to shut down the Yongbyon nuclear facility only if the U.S. would take mutual action. The two leaders have also discussed to make advances on inter-Korean ties, including more reunions of Korean families and cooperation on healthcare. Mr. Moon also invited Mr. Kim to visit Seoul before the year ends. This is Hannah Tabios for the MB Rundown.
Apple finally unveiled its 2018 latest flagship smartphones, iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max, last September 14. The iPhone XS family comes in two screen sizes, 5.0 inches like last year's iPhone X and 6.5 inches for the iPhone XS Max, replacing the former designation Plus. Though the two phones have the same internal specifications, they vary in different resolutions. Catch Manila Bulletin's resident tech expert Art Samaniego as he leads the unboxing and trial of the new phones only on Manila Bulletin's Facebook page. Meanwhile, these are the other top news of the week.
President Rodrigo Duterte returned NFA under DA, appointing Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol as the new council chairperson. Earlier this week, Liberal Party's Mar Rojas offered to help Duterte to address the rice problem. Meanwhile, amid the soaring prices of food, DA is facilitating the sale of fresh but cheap vegetables at the Bureau of Plant Industry in Manila today until tomorrow, Saturday. Communications Assistant Secretary Mocha Uson and blogger Drew Olivar apologized to the deaf community for their video mocking the sign language. However, the Philippine Federation for the Deaf filed a complaint against the two before the Ombudsman. The group wanted Uson and Olivar punished for their act. Senate President Tito Soto proposed to amend what he believed as defeatist lines at the Philippine National Anthem. Soto was referring to these last two lines of Lupang Hinirang. Moreover, Senator Richard Gordon also filed a bill aimed at adding ninth grade to the national flag's sun, symbolizing Filipino Muslims who fought against the Spaniards.
Let's take a quick recap of the MB rundown for today, September 21. Groups hold rallies to commemorate the 46th anniversary of Martial Law Declaration. Bulacan Court finds retired Army General Jovito Palparan guilty. Typhoon Ompong damages 14 billion pesos worth of crops and livestock. North and South Korean leaders meet again to tackle the end of war. And Manila Bulletin will unbox Apple's new iPhone products. And that's the MB Rundown. I'm Ria Fernandez.